What's up, guys? This is the recorded Skype call that I told you I was going to have with my good friend Dolmar Cross. You'll see Dolmar here is on the screen with me. I'm over here in the mountains of northern Italy. Dolmar's down there in beautiful, sunny Florida. I guess it's nice weather today, right?
Awesome weather. I should be at the beach right now.
You should be at the beach, and it's snowing here, man. I'm actually going to go snowboarding tomorrow. But the reason we wanted to
Nice.
have this quick call, I know I sent out a few emails this week, promoting your product, which you're very proud of, and I think it's awesome. And, we talked a lot about it when I was down there with you in Florida.
Mhm.
And I guess I just wanted to cover a few things and really get into the specifics of how this is going to help them. Because the thing is, Dolmar, like in my course with Jeff, the Flip Free Profits, the main way we teach to get leads and deals is through what we call the realtor referral method. And this is
Yeah.
where you network with realtors and you build relationships, and we have a whole process for that. And it's frankly all I've ever done. And I'm very proud of the fact that I've never done a mailing. And,
Uh-huh.
that's how I built my business, which is obviously extremely profitable. But I also understand at the same time that not everybody can wait, or they don't want to wait, a few months to get, leads coming in, etc. So when you told me about your software, I thought, man, this is a perfect complement to my system because people can get leads in very fast and
Yep.
get deals going. So I guess, why don't you just give me a quick overview? Exactly what is it? What can it do?
Well, the software is a lead generation software, and what I love about it is it's very, very fast. And really, what you're doing is you're leveraging the power of you're leveraging human power. Right now, there are a lot of people looking for work right now, and the software, by simply posting a simple Craigslist ad, you're able to build a large network of people to do all the things that you normally would do. When I got started in real estate, all the courses teach you, things that actually do work, like direct mail. To get leads, you got to do direct mail marketing. You got to do bandit signs. You got to drive for dollars. All the normal things that you normally got to do to, find leads or get leads and turn those leads into deals. Of course, that takes time, money, and when getting started, you want to get started fast, right? Well, what I figured out was by using this software, we developed this software so that we can now outsource all of those grunt tasks that I normally have to spend my time doing or money doing. And I now train other people how to do that, give them an opportunity and like, here's a way where you can make some money on the side in addition to what you're already doing. Or if you're not doing anything right now, if you want to make some extra money, let me train you on how to do these things, and you go out and be my eyes and ears and look at all these houses and find these houses for me. I live 2.5 hours away from my primary investment market, but I have an army of people looking for houses for me every single day. And all I have to do is sit back, filter the leads, analyze them, and see which ones fit.
Right.
And I mean, it's very, very fast, and that's now it saves me. I don't have to be the one going out in the middle of the night anymore. I'm putting out bandit signs. I'm not spending any money on marketing. And guess what? Because I get so many leads, now I get to choose what I want to do with the leads. I can pick and choose which ones I want to keep for myself. I have a brokerage as well, so I can pick and choose which leads can go be referrals to agents for the brokerage. I can pick and choose which leads may work for a hedge fund in town because I have relationships with hedge funds as well. So I become the decision maker on what I do and have multiple sources of resources on what I could do with these leads. So it's a really, really cool thing. And, Brian, you and I both know that you cannot make money in real estate without leads.
Right.
I tell people all the time, you can know everything there is to know about real estate, every technique, every strategy there is to know. But if you do not know how to make the phone ring, you're not going to make any money. So if you're not generating leads, you're not going to be able to turn those leads into deals to then make money. So you got to know how to get the phone ring to get leads, turn those leads into deals, and then sell those deals to someone or keep them for yourself. So that's basically what the software does. It really speeds up the process on lead generation and automates the entire process as well.
Well, I think that's the key. I really think the automation is the key benefit here because people are busy. I know a lot of people that are investing in real estate do have other businesses or jobs, and so they're trying to take their spare time and start investing in real estate. And a lot of people fit that category. I know that for a fact. So they don't have the time, and a lot of them don't have the money. They don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to spend, to get these things going. So when you told me about this and how it works and how it automates it for you, and you just pretty much, again, it's software, it's computer software. It does all this for you. And these people, the army that you talked about, don't they call them bird dogs?
Yeah, they call them bird dogs. I just never liked the name bird dogs.
Okay,
So I call them I don't want no one calling me bird dog.
Right.
I always call them prospect masters, but that is the technical term for them in the real estate niche is bird dog. I just rephrased, renamed it, I guess,
Okay,
and called
all
them
right.
prospect masters.
And I know a lot of people have had a lot of success recruiting, these people or bird dogs or whatever you do or don't want to call them, because again, they're going out there and they're incented because they're going to be paid from the investor only if it turns into a deal, only if you get paid on it. So you're not risking your money. You're not paying these people. They're kind of doing it. They're acting as a bunch of independent contractors out there helping you build your business when you're out doing other things, right?
Absolutely. And we teach multiple ways in the course because with the software comes a digital training course as well. We teach multiple ways on how to pay these guys legally, whether you have a license or not. I know every state has different licenses and so on, and different laws and regulations. And some people may be licensed realtors or not. So depending on what your specific situation is, we cover that in the course as well. And you can talk to your attorneys and figure out what situation or what strategy is best for you to be able to, have these people, finding deals for you and be able to compensate them without, getting into any kind of trouble. But it's a great system. It's fast. It's automating. In fact, this is really cool, to show real-time stats. This week, I actually told you only about one, but I actually contracted 2 houses this week while we're in the middle of this launch using this software. And one of them I was supposed to close on today, but some lien popped up that is going to delay it a little bit. But the other one I'm closing on Monday. And that's the power of this software. Well, and I'm able to sell that house. I'm buying it for $30,000, and I already know I can sell that house because I sell more houses in that area than anybody. I can sell that house for $40,000, so make it a little less than $10,000 after closing costs.
That's pretty cool, man. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. I mean, if they're not from Florida, they don't know who you are. And guys, Dolmar is one of the largest wholesalers in Florida. I mean, he has a multi-million-dollar investing business. So he took this strategy and created this software for him, to make his life easier, and then decided, why not package it up and sell it and help other people make some money in the process? That's what we did with Flip Free Profits. When I came up with the release and termination of contract and the whole method, it wasn't to I want to be a guru now, let's go sell products. You know what I mean? I had 80-some deals, and now all these restrictions started coming in the approval letters. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? I'm like, this is my business, man. I put 2 years of my life into it. I started the blog, and I had to come up with a way around it, which is why I hired Jeff Watson. And next thing you know, we have a product, and 2.0 is coming out here in a few weeks. And it's just funny how things come out. But two things before we finish here. As far as the people on my list who I'm going to be sending this to give them a further explanation, obviously they're doing short sales. Okay, that's what we focus on. All I do is short sales. I know you do short sales, but you also do wholesaling. This really works for people who want to do any type of real estate, right? If they want to rehab, if they want to anything, right?
Absolutely. Regardless of what niche you focus on, whether it's rehabbing, wholesaling, short sales, buying, holding for yourself, you need leads. Right. to do any of those things, you got to have the leads. So yes, absolutely, this works for any of those businesses for sure. Okay. Even if you're a realtor. This is a great software to use to generate leads, and you can contact these sellers that, hey, maybe I can list your property and help you sell this thing. So regardless of what niche you're in, you need leads. And regardless of what niche you're in real estate, you need leads to be able to make money for sure.
Okay. So, it can generate, for any realtors listening to this, it could generate listings. I didn't even think about that one. That's pretty cool. And then obviously for people who want to do short sales, they could get short sale listings or even learn how to get into wholesaling, which is just, lock it up. Make what you just say. You're making $10,000 on Monday, right?
Well, I'm not making $10,000 on Monday. I'm buying the house for $30,000, but I know I can sell the house for $40,000.
Okay.
And I'll be able to make $10,000, a little under $10,000 after closing costs on that house.
Show me before we finish this call here. I'm going to share my screen. I know you sent me a couple of attachments. Let's see if this works here. Share screen. There, you see that?
I see your picture.
It should be coming up.
All right, I see. Yeah, I see it.
What is this?
What you're looking at right now is a screenshot of the back office of my account. It's the back office of a specific lead in my own personal account. And this is a house that came in. I don't know if you can see the date. It's small for me on my end, but if you can see the date, you'll see that the date is for this week. That's like 2 or 3 days ago.
February 19th. Yep.
Yeah, today. So today's the 22nd. Yeah, so that was 3 days ago.
Okay.
So this lead came into my system 3 days ago in the morning time. While we're launching this actual software,
Right.
We analyzed the deal really quickly and saw that I can't remember what the lead came in, what price they were asking, but we were able to negotiate that down to 30,000. I can't see on the screen what they were asking originally. I think it was 35 or 36, something like that.
31. It's 31.9. It says asking price.
31.9. Okay, so that was the other house. Then that was 35. So this one was 31.9.
Okay.
We got it down to 30, and we're closing on this thing on Monday. So we were able to move very, very fast. Now I can move that fast also because I have a lot of funding, a lot of financial backers backing me. But I wanted to make this brings up a point that I wanted to make, Brian, because that is also the hang up for a lot of newbies. Sometimes some newbies may be actually scared, like, oh my God, this software, while it works and they get it, they see this as an absolute tool they must have in their toolbox in their real estate business because it's so powerful and fast. And they get the fact that, you need leads to turn them into deals. While all of that is great and good, what I find with some newbies or novice investors just getting started in the business is something like this will actually be intimidating to them.
Okay.
Because you start thinking like, oh my God, I start getting these leads. That's great. Now what?
Right.
Right. I don't have any money. I don't have any buyers. So now what? And so that always intimidates people to actually pull the trigger and get started. But I want to assure people that you don't need any money to do this. In fact, we teach you in the course when you enroll in our program, you're going to get additional training as well. That trains you as well on how to do this, how to do it with no cash, no credit, no experience or anything like that. When I first got started, before I had funding, I was able to just match these deals, play real estate matchmaker and match these deals with, investors in my local marketplace. Or what I would do if we had more time on this call, I would even go into that. I don't even market my own houses for sale when it's time to sell them. I invest 2.5 hours away from my market, but I don't, do anything to find these deals. I don't spend any money to find these deals. And guess what? I also don't do anything personally to sell these houses. I have an additional army of people that market my houses for me. Wow. And so when these leads are coming to you, you are really the one in control. You hold the power, and you can take all these leads now. Even though you're a novice and you probably don't know many strategies or anything about real estate investing, but you have leads, and that's gold. And you can take these leads now and partner or align yourself with another wholesaler investor in your local marketplace and have them be a clearinghouse for you to help you sell your houses through their network, through their resources, to their buyers list.
Right.
So you really don't have to do anything. So, I just want to assure people that you don't need to be intimidated of these leads. It's a very powerful position in this system puts you in. And you just turn those leads into, just match them up with buyers or other investors in your local area and have them help you liquidate these properties. And then, of course, if you're able to get funding, which you have the opportunity in our program as well, we teach you how to get private funders, just like I have, to financially back you. When I got financial backers, I was broke. I was bankrupt in Chapter 7 bankruptcy. I had no money.
Right.
And I had people begging to give me money. And I have multiple financial backers now. So we teach you how to do the same thing as well through this program, is how to get financial backers for yourself so that you can start closing on some of these deals yourself and write $1 million check even if you have $5 in your bank account. So
without going to jail.
I just want to talk about that real quick. Man. The software is powerful, but it don't want people to get intimidated.
Right.
The amount of leads that will come from it. You definitely turn those leads into deals very quickly.
Well, another thing I was thinking about is that if specifically working on the short sale deals, you now have something powerful. If you have a lead, you can then take that to a listing agent, and our value proposition is you'll never talk to the bank and we'll never touch your commission. But if you can add to that, oh, by the way, here's a lead. This house is ready to be listed, and you're giving them the listing too. So let me get this straight. You're starting to try and expand your business. You want to start bringing on realtors and build your team. What better way to go to that realtor and say, here's a deal. We'll do all the work with the bank. And, we're never going to touch your commission. I mean, that's the ultimate sell, man. I mean, what realtor in their right mind is not going to go for that, right?
Absolutely.
So that was pretty cool for the people who have my course and who are interested in short sales. The other screenshot I have here that you sent to me, let me pull that up, see if you can see it. This is an agreement. What is this one for here? Do you see that?
Well, that's the same. The first screenshot you had was the screenshot of this particular deal. But, one thing I find is, in our industry, a lot of people just talk a good game, right?
Right.
And for one, I've always prided myself on complete transparency. Whenever I say something, I back it up,
You prove it.
either with public records or something. So yeah, I can show a screenshot of a lead in my software, in my account, and I could say, yeah, I have it on the contract, but I just wanted to actually show you the contract so you don't think I'm just making this up.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the screenshot you have is only of the first page of the contract. It doesn't show the signature page. But this is the actual contract that I signed 3 days ago.
Okay.
The same day that lead came into the software. And there's just about an hour ago, I got all the HUD statements, closing documents, wire instructions, and everything to be able to prepare for the closing on Monday.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is a legitimate deal. So I just wanted to share that with you. This is actually the agreement. My prospector found this property on Craigslist, just scouring the Craigslist listings. Something I could normally do myself, but what would that take from me? For me to be scouring Craigslist, my time. I love spending time with my daughter. My daughter hangs out at me at the house every day.
Right.
I post pictures of her on Facebook of us having fun every day. I enjoy spending time with her and doing what I want to do. I don't want to be spending time on Craigslist browsing, looking for houses. So these guys do all that grunt work for me. So this guy found this house on Craigslist. He found another investor that was marketing this property. And then he connected me. He gave me the investor's contact information, everything. We contacted the investor, negotiated a deal, and put it on the contract. So this is the assignment and this particular investor wasn't closing on this house himself. So this is the assignment contract of him assigning that property over to my company.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool, man. I think that's key right there. And I know a lot of times, I don't do it as much anymore, but a lot of times when I was first getting started and things, I would post on Facebook, I would put copies of checks and HUDs. A lot of people would get pissed off about that. Be like, what are you bragging for? What do you, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not bragging, man. I'm trying to show you this works. Like, I actually do what I teach in the course. Like, we didn't just make this up to take your money. You know what I mean? But what's that shirt say you got there? I can't see what it
says. Talk nerdy to me.
Uh-oh. Right.
Software today, automation and automating your business. So
it's appropriate for the software.
I wore this just for you. Talk nerdy to me.
Yeah, I wore this one just for you too. How do you like that? Rocky.
I love it.
So anyway.
And you know what? Yeah, even though you're talking nerdy to me, guys, I am not a tech wizard at all. I'm not that tech savvy. But to have the business that I have, to be able to, do the volume that I do. I know Brian didn't go into that, and I too don't like to brag, but to do the volume that I do 2.5 hours away, you need to have automation systems and processes in your business. And this is just one of the tools that I use to be able to do that on a large scale. So, I stand behind this software 200%. I believe in it. I wouldn't, share something with you that wasn't working for me or that I didn't use myself. And so I wanted to show you real-time cold hard proof as well that this is working. And this is absolutely a tool that you should have in your toolbox. If you want to get started in real estate, if you want to, start generating a lot of leads and turn those leads into deals, don't you think this is something that you should have in your business? Don't you think this will help you be competitive in the marketplace, beat out your competition? Absolutely. So it's worked for me. It's worked great for me. And I'm confident it will work for you as well. If you do everything we say, it's very simple. If you do everything we say, follow the instructions in the system, when you enroll, you'll start seeing results right away. And, at first I thought this was something that was just working for me. But when we start seeing other people using the software have great, tremendous results as well, it's phenomenal. Obviously, it works better when you live in a larger city. Like, for example, and let me clarify that. One of our users lives in Miami. Right, he called me up the other day. He's like, Dolmar, I got like 30 leads in one day. It's like, oh my God. One of our other guys in Tampa, he was like, it took me 5 days to get 42 leads. Another guy lives in, forget where he lives, but he lives in, I forget where he lives right now, but it took him 15 days to get 10 leads. Right. And he was in a much smaller market. So it may take a little bit more time to get some leads, but depending on how big or small your area is. But all of those people did nothing other than post a simple ad, sit back, let the software do all the recruiting for them, train all the team members, literally do nothing and have leads coming to them quickly. And all they got to do is sit back and analyze them.
Well, see, that's the key right there. I mean, you're talking about you investing, where you primarily invest is 2.5 hours away from your house. So if someone listening to this doesn't feel like their market is going to be good in their particular town, they can invest anywhere in the country.
Absolutely. Right? Exactly.
Okay. That's pretty cool. And, the automation part and the virtual part, nobody knows that and appreciates that more than me. You know, I'm sitting here in the mountains of northern Italy. We had a deal close on Tuesday. We had one close this morning, and I got 2 next week. Now, it's not a big deal. We close 5, 10 every month anyway, but I'm not even there, man. You know what I mean? And I'm making money. I'm just getting wires. But I created my business to be able to run that way without me so that I could live the life that I want and come here 3, 4 times a year for a month at a time. And so we're on the same page, man. It's pretty cool. But, and you know, I'm going to finish with this. You gave me access. You gave me a copy of your product, you know, for free. Obviously, when we promote each other, we don't charge each other. You get my stuff. You already have it. And I'm going to test it. I'm actually going to put it to use in my market in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. I know you sent me the log on, I think, last week where I can get in and, you know, start working it. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to just put it into play because you know what? I'm always looking to expand my business. Yeah, we have 93 deals right now. We close 5, 10 a month. But you know what? Why not crank that up to 150 or 200? I mean, and if I can scale it, and I'll just bring on more negotiators and more assistants and a couple more VAs, and it just multiplies, man. So I'm excited about it. I'm actually going to get into this and put it to work. You know.
Awesome. Yeah. You know, I am meeting with some guys next week. You know, I'm growing my business with, and right now I invest in the Port Richey, Holiday area, in Tampa, and so on. But you know, we're getting ready to expand to Orlando, Kissimmee, and all these other places in Florida. You know, places, you know, Orlando is 3 hours away from where I live. And depending on how deep in Orlando you go, it could be 3.5 hours. So using this software, I mean, this thing works wherever you point it.
Right.
You know, it generates leads wherever you point it. And then, you know, you have other systems and processes in your business to, you know, analyze these deals, underwrite them, and so on. You can run a virtual operation. And just like you, Brian, I was in Puerto Rico last year, you know, with the family, took the entire family with me on a cruise ship where I had, you know, I wasn't on the computer at all.
Wait, is that the pictures of you ziplining?
Yeah, no, actually, that was when I went to Costa Rica. That was a different trip. Yeah, I was in the movie theater the other day and got a text on my phone of a wire confirmation. Hey, you just closed the deal. Here's the wire confirmation. So, yeah, the lifestyle. We all get into this business. We all become entrepreneurs because we want the freedom, right? That's what we all want, right? Yeah. And especially for newbies getting started, it can be tough. It can be hard. But if you have things like this Prospect Master software and other processes and systems in your business, you can automate the business. And I'm not saying that you're going to be totally removed from it, but you can automate a lot of the grunt, mundane tasks that you normally would have to do. I mean, can you imagine going out in the middle of the night, putting out bandit signs,
People
and
do
then
it
picking
every
them
day.
back up, and then dealing with code enforcement? And can you imagine spending a lot of people don't know how to do direct mail properly, and how much money do you think it will cost you just to spend on direct mail campaigns? First, you got to buy the list, and hopefully you buy the right list and don't get raped by buying the wrong list or pay too much. And then you got to test it. You got to pay for the mail pieces, send them out,
postage,
and hope it works.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, and get your good ROI. I mean, all of these things that you normally got to do, the things that work. And I'm not knocking those things; they do work, but it costs a lot of time, testing, money, effort to just get leads. And by implementing systems and softwares like this, where now you're outsourcing all of that stuff to someone else. You're teaching someone else how to do it. Here's an opportunity to make some money, and you spend a little bit of money to buy some bandit signs. You now go out and put out the money, buy the signs, the time and effort to put them out, generate leads to your phone, and you just send them to me. I'll buy them, or I'll outsource these to my partner or my wholesaler in my local area, and we all make money. So by implementing softwares and systems and processes like this, it's important. It's important to allow you to have more freedom, more time for yourself, your family, and actually enjoy the business that you got started in. I mean, that's why you and I are investors, are entrepreneurs, because we love the freedom. You're able to. I've never been to Italy. I have to go there.
They don't let black people here, man. I'm sorry, you can't come over.
But because of the way my business is set up now, I could actually pick up and go there anytime I wanted and not be worried about my business, failing or suffering.
You know what?
Because
See
of
this?
systems and processes.
This is my house. This is my office. You see, I got my little gun on the wall.
I saw that.
you can come here anytime you want, man. Or it's up in the mountains if you like to go skiing or snowboarding. You have an open invitation.
I've never done that either.
I got 2 open rooms over there, so you're more than welcome to stay. But anyway, man, I guess let's wrap up this call. And why did I want to do this? Because sometimes, we have a million friends, and they're always having different products and this coming out, and, we're coming up with the 2.0, and I want everyone to send emails for me to get the word out. So, of course, I got to email their stuff, too, and I only do it if I believe in it. Obviously, I've turned down quite a few because I just didn't really think it was, number one, a good fit for the list I have and the people who are on my list, or I didn't really feel real confident about the product, and I don't, I actually care about my reputation. You know what I mean? So, yeah I did send out a few emails, but I got so many questions, Dolmar. People say, well, what about this? What about that? How's it going to help me? And I just, instead of like replying, after I did about 10 of them, I'm like, you know what? Let me just schedule a call, quick 30-minute call, whatever it is, just to kind of hear from your mouth, the horse's mouth, the creator of this, what it is, how it works, and exactly how it's going to help you. Cut right to the chase. What's in it for me? Well, what's in it for you is that you're not going to have to spend your time or money to generate leads. When they're coming into you, you now decide to do with them. You do your quick analysis, and instantly you have a business. And it may not be 3 days, like you just got 3 days, turn around and get it to close. It may be a week, whatever it is, a month to get things going. But all the people that you've had, and which is why I'm excited to get it started myself, the leads pretty much start coming in right away. And I don't know anything better than that, man. I really don't, So thanks for your time, man. I appreciate it. And, hopefully this answered some questions. And guys, in the email that I sent with this, I'm recording this, I'll probably just throw it up on YouTube. Below the YouTube video, I'll have a link, and it's also going to be in my email. So when you click that, you can go to the video sales letter, which is the explanation of all this in more detail. Well, what does that run? How long is that?
What? How long does what run?
The presentation, the video that you made, the video sales letter.
It's 17 minutes exactly.
That's it? Okay. So
yep, just 17 minutes, so it's not long at all. And I want to say, too, that we're limiting the available licenses that we're giving out.
Oh, my God, I forgot all about that. Guys, here's the
very
thing.
powerful, so we got to limit it.
Yeah, I'm sending this out right away. I know back in the States it's almost noon. I'm going to have this recorded, once it's all rendered and everything, up hopefully within the next hour, 2 hours. At midnight, this is coming down. Dolmar doesn't want to have thousands and thousands of people jumping on board right away, so he's limiting it. And it's been such a great response, and there's so many people that have taken him up on this and gotten involved that he's shutting it down early. I think you were supposed to initially shut down on Monday or Tuesday next week, right?
Yeah, but we got a flood of users. So we want to shut it down. I say this in the video that as soon as we reach capacity, we're going to shut this down.
And that's not some sales technique or some scarcity tactic. That's legitimate, guys. Yeah. After midnight tonight, this is not going to be available anymore. So you definitely want to follow that link and check it out. And you know what? Buy it. Buy the damn thing. It's what, $97, whatever. I mean, buy it. Try it. Put it to use in your business. And just like all the products we all do, it's got a 30-day money-back guarantee. If it's not working for you, you don't like it, whatever, get your money back. I mean, we're not talking thousands of dollars here, guys. This is awesome. Trust me. Trust me on this. Just, check it out and get it. You'll be real happy you did. And I'm sure as things change, Dolmar, you're going to always keep it updated and,
Oh, absolutely. We already have great plans in the works for, other features we're going to be adding. Other ideas that members have also shared with us. Some of them have some great ideas and so on. So we already have features that are as of this morning. I got an update from my developer already. He's added some new features already to the system. So as things progress, we're absolutely always going to be upgrading the software, and you guys get unlimited upgrades when you enroll in the program as well.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, I guess let me wrap up this call. I'll get this up there, and then what we'll do is we'll go from there. I'll have the links out. Hopefully they'll get on board before you officially shut it down, and they'll see how good this thing is. So congratulations, man. This is awesome.
Thank you, and thanks for the opportunity to chat with you and your students as well, Brian. Thank you so much.
Man. I just wanted people to see that you're a real person. I'm real. They know me. You're a real person. We're friends. We know each other 4 years now.
A lot better than I look, by the way.
Yeah, it is what he looks like. So, all right, guys, click the link. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.